So, just like with the Middle East and how it's a region and a side of their own different lands, you cannot call a Lebanese man Jewish or a Palestinian Jewish because they're two different cultures, two different language and different people. That's the same thing with South Asia and India. Now, in India, you got North Indians, Punjabis that are cleaner, upper class, higher class. Their culture and their food and language is very famous. Everyone loves them. They have beautiful genetics. They have an ancestry of Indo-European and Persian, and their language derives from Persian. And their god and their religion that they follow is the Sikh guru that speaks on direction and guidance of life, and they live a clean lifestyle. Now then you got Pakistani that have a connection and oneness with the Punjabis. They just split Pakistan from Punjab because of religion differences. Pakistanis worship and follow Islam, but Pakistanis speak full Punjabi, and you got millions of Punjabis born in Pakistan, and they have the same linked connection. And then you've got Nepalese people that are the East Indians, and they have a connection with Punjabi people as well. They have Mongolian Chinese ancestry. They look like Chinese people, the Nepalese. And then you have the Western Indians that are the Gujarati, that their culture and community are known for great wealth. And then you got Tamils and South Indians that have black African ancestry, and they are the ones that are the most hated, and they have great racism against them in India. All the other Indians are racist towards them and the world, and they are from Sri Lanka, but they moved to South India, and Sri Lanka is a separate country with their own flag, and they're not Indians, and they worship cow shit, and they are the ones that roll in cow mud, and they are extremely filthy and dirty with their Hindu religion. They got their own culture, their own language, Telugu, Kerala, whatever it is. No one in India understands them. They got their own food and everything like that. And you got the different regions that speak completely different languages. Like Gujarati is completely separate from Punjabi. That's like the Middle East and different lands in Europe. You can't say a Greek man is an Italian man. Oh, sorry. I would like to add to that Sri Lanka is a separate country from India and South Asia. I did not know this. And Sri Lankans derive from Africans, black people, and that's why they have the features and the bodies and the skin color that they have. Okay, so they all derive from Africans. And then you had Sri Lankans that migrated into South India, which you have Tamils that speak Telugu, all of that stuff. I'm half Indian, and my dad's side of the family comes from the Punjab. He is from, the Punjabi side, and my grandparents and my family, my cousins on his side, they all have blue-green eyes, and they have very fair skin, and they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. These are the superior Indians, all right? You always get a good bunch and a bad bunch in every country. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see, and it's quite sad, I say this with a kind heart, that anybody with dark skin or with melanin is always put down and put as the low class, or like just down below and looked down upon. And it's just interesting how where you get people, the origin of melanin, which is so beautiful, is from Africa. And it's just like when these nations of people from Africa migrate into like South Asia or Mexico, is always the ones that are dark skinned that have to suffer the most. And let's all like stand together and hold hands and not be full of hatred. It's just not a nice thing to do. But yeah, that's just what I want to say.